I have recently picked up this Greninja SIR for my Chaos Rising Master set. However, it looks amazing. So, as I spoke about ace grading and the new changes in my recent video, I thought, why not put it to the test myself so you guys don't have to? So in this video, I'm going to be showing the process step by step of submitting cards to ace, how much it costs, what the turnaround times are on paper versus what they are actually in real life, so you guys know exactly what to expect if you guys decide to submit yourselves. So let's go over, take a look at the card, and get packaging. So let's actually take a look at the card. This is the Greninja SIR. It looks absolutely fantastic. Artwork is amazing. And currently, it is perfect quality. The centering looks amazing. There's no whiting on the edges or the front. The surface I have inspected with a flashlight, as I told you in my tips yesterday when talking about the grading video. And it looks amazing. So, currently, this card is around about £250 raw. It was closer to 280. It has dropped slightly, but 250 as of filming today is the raw price. This card in an ace 10 has seen going from 400 to 600 pounds, but mainly staying in the 500 pound range, which is quite a big upside if this does get a 10. If this does 10, I will probably, full honesty, sell it and use the funds to buy a raw copy back and the gold card for my own master set. But it is a beautiful card. I might just keep it in a 10 because the art label is beautiful from what I've seen online. So why bother grading it with ace? I did have a whole video talking about my older submission experience and the submission process. So I'm very curious to see how the turnaround times change, how everything changed, and actually, is it still worth it to grade with them? I'm going to be grading with the Premier tier, which is about 32 to 35 pounds a card from what I can tell. I'll have the whole receipt up, or at least the cost basis up when this video is edited. With the ace label, that's obviously £3 extra a card and return shipping, which is £7.99, I believe. So overall, to send this card off to ace grading for a 15 business day turnaround, which is closer to 20 actual days, it's going to be £40 with a 5% affiliate code. I use the code RIPANSIP as they're a great podcast. I mentioned them a lot in my last video with a Randolph coming on to talk, and all of their proceeds right now from their code is getting donated to a charity that's helping researching some types of cancer, which is a great cause. So definitely, if you're going to grade with ace, use their code. And yeah, I am going to be walking you through how to pack the card for grading, as not many people know what this standard of packing a card for grading is. I'm going to be walking you through just everything. So yeah, so first of all, when you're packing a card for grading, you need it in a sleeve. Any sleeve is good. A penny sleeve like this clear one is great. They are like £1 for a pack of 100. You just slot that bad boy in there, and that's nice and safe. Then the second layer of protection will do semi-rigid card saver. Just slot it in the top like that, very carefully, all the way down to the bottom. Boom. It's a little off center, but it works. The next step is you can either use bubble wrap, but for this I'm going to be using these Ding Defender cardboard sandwiches. So you just sandwich it in between both sides like this. This is going to stop any bending possible during transport. And then we'll tape the edges with some masking tape really quickly. This is going to hold the card in place, make sure there's no bending or movement inside the box, and just give it that extra layer of protection and safekeeping that you want for such an expensive card, or any card that you're grading, really. So we'll tape the edges just around like that, and we'll do that for all four corners just to make sure that there is absolutely no movement within these cardboard protectors, just like so. I'm just using some basic black masking tape. You can use any tape. I wouldn't really recommend duct tape or any tape that's going to be very difficult to get off, as the grade is going to struggle, and they do say don't overdo it. You can use top loaders. They are perfectly fine. I use top loaders for my previous submissions, but they prefer semi-rigid. So once that's done, you want a box like this, just a small cardboard box. Anything will do. We'll open it up and we'll place the Ding Defender in there. What we will then do is bubble wrap the card up itself and then use bubble wrap to cover any of the edges that are missing inside the package. This is also going to act as packing paper and stop any movement the card may have in the shipping container. You want to just bubble wrap it round and nice and neat, fold over the edges, and then tape them together and place it in the box like so. Then I'm going to tear off a little bit of bubble wrap and just lay it along the edge. And what this means is when we close the box, there'll be absolutely no movement for the card at all. So the card is now safe, protected, and we're going to print off the packaging label. We'll stick that on the front, and Ace also needs you to stick the barcode on the back so they can scan it in when it gets there. This will then show them that this is our submission, and we'll print off the packaging slip and the label on the front. The packaging slip goes in the package, the label goes on the front, and that's it. You just ship it off. Now it's all protected. It's going to be safe and sound when you ship off to Ace. I prefer to use Royal Mail. You have to print off the label yourself and pay for the label there yourself, unfortunately. They give you all the shipping details, and usually it gets over in 2 to 3 days. Then it will be a 15-day turnaround, we hope, and I shall document you an update on the status as we go. So hopefully I will see you in 15 days.
Several days later.
Finally, the package has arrived from Ace. It's been through the whole grading process. It's only actually been 8 days since the card arrived at Ace, which is insane, by the way. I paid for a 15 business day turnaround time, and it's only been 8 actual days. I'm not sure what's going on. I don't know if it's because there's less people submitting to Ace at the moment after their changes, or if because I submitted one card by itself, everything got shipped through. But yeah, so we have the box. I haven't checked the grade myself. My friends have seen it. They haven't said anything. I'm really nervous. So yeah, let's get right into it. Okay, the grand reveal. Here it is. The Mega Greninja EX SIR. Move the box out of the way. I've had this for so long. Don't know if you can see it in the light. I'll take it out, but I'm really stressed right now for some reason. Oh, yes! Oh my god, guys. We got a 10. We got a 10. Oh, this is the, I don't know what to say. It's the most expensive card I've submitted, and I was so confident. I'll chuck the subgrades on the screen as well as I'm opening up, just so you guys can see exactly what it got. I might even get the grading report, but look at that beauty of a card. I'll show it up to the face cam as well. I don't know if you guys can see that. Probably not, but that is amazing. Holy, yeah, that looks beautiful. Greninja SIR from Chaos Rising in a 10. Absolutely everything I wished for. Everything I wished for. Overall, so back to Ace with all their changes. Overall submission, super simple. Again, you just wait for the services to open, and they opened, I think I purchased my submission on the 5th of June, which is 5 days after they reopened with their new pricing structure. I then had to wait over the weekend, and I got it picked up by Royal Mail, and it got delivered the next day. And literally within 2 days, it was at assembly. It was at assembly for about 3 or 4 days, and then QA 2, and then it's been shipped out to me next day, delivery from DHL. So I have nothing bad to say about submitting with Ace this time. It's been quicker and easier than my previous submissions. And yeah, I'm absolutely ecstatic. I'm really happy. This is going to be amazing. And I just say, like, I know Ace has been through a lot, but if you actually look at their prices compared to other places like PSA and CGC right now, it's still affordable, even if you're only submitting one card, because before you had to have a minimum of 5 card submission. So one card is still like, you know, I paid £40 overall for this, and I am very, very, very happy with the turnout. So yeah, I've got nothing bad to say right now. Obviously it's up to you. I get that the increased time and turnaround changes can be a turn off, I would say, or something to turn you away. But honestly, in my experience, the bit of extra price, yes, it's annoying, but I guess it's worth it. It depends on what card you're submitting. Overall, I am very happy with how this turned out. It got delivered to me in actual days. 15 business days is around 20 to 21 normal days. So the fact that it didn't even take 10 normal days to get here is crazy. So maybe consider sending in a smaller submission. It might go through the process quicker. Bigger submissions, I can imagine, will be actually more close to the turnaround times. But yeah, I am amazingly chuffed. This card looks amazing. I'll slap the scan of it on the screen with the breakdown of the subgrades. And I will see you guys on the next one. I really thank you guys for watching. Make sure to like and subscribe, and goodbye.